Notice physically what's present for you this morning. So how does your body feel physically? And then notice even energetically and emotionally what's there. Start to notice your breath. And then let's take a great big inhale together. So next time you breathe in, just fill up as big as you can. Hold in fullness. So big Tuesday morning inhale. And big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Two more like that. You can take them on your own. So big, huge inhales. Take a moment to pause. And then bigger exhales out your mouth. And then after you've taken those couple more big, deep breaths, seal your lips. Start to cultivate Ujjayi, breath in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So see if you can start to not only hear your breath, but also feel it as it moves through you. Yes, it is coming through your nostrils, but you want to feel the breath more than anything as it moves through your throat. So you're gently constricting the muscles in your throat, and the breath is coming all the way down from your diaphragm. So it's not just up in your head or your chest, it's moving all the way down into your belly, all the way out every single time. So it's this deep and powerful breath. Sometimes I talk with people about Ujjayi breath who have been practicing for years and years, and they still haven't quite gotten the inhale. They didn't even realize it, or they still aren't breathing from their diaphragm. They're breathing through their nostrils. So keep exploring this breath. There's usually always more to discover. So once you feel like you've kind of connected to your breath, you're ready to add some movement, then let's bring it forward to hands and knees and just find a tabletop position with intuitive movement. So whatever that looks like for you. You can start with some cat-cows. You can circle your hips around. You can sit back into child's pose. So your own exploration of your own body this morning. Notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel. So no right or wrong here. This is my favorite part of practice every day. Just feeling into the body. Notice your spine, your shoulders, your hips, your neck. Good job, you guys. And I'm going to say about 3 to 5 more rounds of breath. And then when you feel ready, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So get there in your own time and in your own way, and absolutely no rush whatsoever. And then once you're back in down dog, give yourself some time to explore from there. So you can pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side, shake your head yes or no. Those are all kind of the typical ways of exploring. Feel free to get more creative, more intuitive. So sometimes I like to take my feet out really wide, bend one knee a lot as I straighten the other leg, push down through the opposite heel, then switch it up. So explore in whatever way makes most sense for you today. Make sure your big, spacious breaths are right there with you. Expanding and contracting with each inhale, each exhale. Let's take 1 or 2 more rounds in down dog. And then I'm just going to leave it up to you in your own time. We'll find our way into a forward fold at the top of our yoga mat. So you can travel there however you want to. Tiptoe, hop, step, just do it mindfully. And then once you are in your forward fold at the top of your mat, little bit of the same thing, little exploration, maybe sway a little bit or bob a little bit, perhaps ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows. Maybe you want to crawl your hands to one side and then the other. So just taking some time in your forward fold, noticing where are you holding the weight in your feet. Notice, are you clenching your jaw? Are you tightening up through your face? And then notice, where's your breath? Have you lost it? Have you forgotten about it? Can you make it bigger? Can you keep it big and spacious throughout this entire practice? That's your invitation. Take about 2 more breaths. Breathe into your back body. So feel your upper back, mid back, low back expand every single time you breathe in. Exhale all the way to empty and feel your belly button pull towards your spine. Next time you inhale, let's find a halfway lift. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, release, and let it go. Once more like that. Halfway lift. Inhale. And release. Forward fold. Bow in. Now inhale, halfway lift. Continue to rise. So lead with your heart all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's flow for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, slow dive. So hinge at your hips, take it all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale, lots and lots of length. Exhale, let it go. Now press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive. Take it all the way up. Inhale, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let's do one more round, just like that. Your half sun salute. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, slow swan dive. You are in no rush, so traction it out, then let it go with your in-breath spinal extension. And exhale, release. Now from the press of your feet, reverse swan dive, heart leads, take it all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, switching it up. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. So start to work into the fronts of your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades hug your spine, and see if you can start to reach your hands away from your back, away from your body. Now, this might be where you stay, or option, add a little baby back bend, lift your heart up, reach your knuckles down, hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more big inhale wherever you're at. Keep your clasp, exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down, relax your neck at the bottom. Inhale, keep your clasp, halfway lift. So squeeze your back muscles around your spine as you lengthen out. Now exhale, fold. See if you can keep your clasp for about 2 more rounds. Bend your knees a little or a lot. You might even walk your feet out a bit wider. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. See if you can lift your sit bones higher. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, release your clasp, so let it go, and then hands just come on down, so let your arms hang. You can give them a nice little shake out if it feels good. And then when you're ready, plant your hands and step your feet back, plank position. So top of a push-up. Take a moment and just find your strength. So really push the ground away, belly button draws in and up. Start to take some little rocks forward and back. So just little tiny rocks. It's not a lot of movement. Next time you breathe in, little rock forward on your tippy toes. Come to your knees if you want to modify. Halfway down, exhale. Inhale, press back up. One strong straight line. One more time. Exhale, little rock, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Strong line with your body. Exhale all the way to your belly. We're going to start with a baby cobra today. So lift your chest using back strength rather than arm strength. Keep the back of your neck long, so you're not back bending with your head and your neck. Back of your neck long, gaze down, and then feel the strength in your mid and your upper back especially. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Elbow tips should point straight back behind you. Now press down firmly through your shoelaces. Press down firmly through your pelvis. So see if you can keep your legs, your lower body nice and grounded. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. Feel the strength in your back body. Squeeze your back muscles around your spine. Bring a little bend into your elbows. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them closer together. Lift higher. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Spider-Man, Cobra. Hands come out nice and wide. Lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale back to center, heart lifts, belly tones. Exhale, other side, twist. Inhale, come back to center, lift your heart. And let it go, exhale. All right, let's meet up in tabletop position, hands and knees. From hands and knees, so spread your fingers nice and wide, find that strength in your arms, press the ground away. Extend just your right leg back. And today, we're gonna create a smiley face shape from your head, the crown of your head, back to your toes. So start to look forward and lift your heart. So you're pushing your hands down, bottom tips of shoulder blades hug your spine, lift your heart. Now, see if you can start to lift your right toes up a little bit more, but keep your hips square. So it's like an airplane pose on your hands and your knees, smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your right toes. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, round, so knee to nose, curl in, hollow out. Come back to that same shape. Inhale, lift your heart, reach your right toes up. So spread your toes or point your toes, it's up to you. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in, hollow out, draw your belly button in and up. Push the ground away. Inhale, one more time, back to that same shape. And with your exhale, knee to your nose, hollow out, use your core. Inhale, re-extend your right leg, lift your heart, and then this time, listen, bend your right knee, heel towards your butt. Pick up your left hand, reach your left hand back, grab hold of your right foot. So see if you can grab your foot, you guys, without rounding and bringing your knee towards your belly without doing this. So we're just coming from here to here. Grab hold of your foot, hug in with your inner thighs, kick and pull. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, hug in with your inner thighs, breathe about 2 more really big, deep breaths. Fullest expression. Nice work, my friends. Slow as you can, release your foot, spinal balance. So strong, straight line now. Left arm forward, right leg back, draw your belly button in and up. Hold here for an extra breath. Strong, straight, powerful line of energy. And end of your next exhale, just set your hand and your knee down. Take your left leg out to the left, so a half wide-legged straddle position, left toes face forward. And then let's thread the needle. So right arm out to the right, all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach as far as you can and then come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and the outside of your head. Any variation you want to take is more than welcome. So I'm just crawling my left fingertips forward, gazing underneath my left shoulder, my left armpit. You can wrap your left arm behind your back. Anywhere you want to go, about 3 more breaths. Big, spacious Ujjayi breath. Slow down each inhale and each exhale. Smooth it out. Take one last full round here. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left palm back to the ground. Everybody, next inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it all the way up as high as you can. And then set your right hand down. Now listen, keep your left leg extended out to the left. Reach your left arm out to the left and up towards the ceiling. Now imagine you've got something heavy in your left palm. You're holding a big watermelon in your hand. So imagine you're trying to balance that watermelon. So turn your palm up and start to turn your heart up. Reach your left hand back behind you, heart towards the sky. So it's this opening, it's this back bend. It's coming from your mid and your upper back. That big watermelon in your left palm is pulling your left arm back, opening your heart just a little bit more. Take one more round. Good job, my friends. End of your exhale, bring your left hand down. Pick up your left foot, swing your left leg all the way over so it's off the right side of your mat now. Press into both palms, turn and gaze back over your right shoulder. Look back at your left toes. Navel to spine, so belly button draws in and up. Take a big deep breath down your left side. And then end of your next exhale, let it go. Tabletop position, downward facing dog. All right, once you're back in down dog, reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. Fire it up. Big, vibrant inhales, strong, powerful exhales. With your next inhalation, take your right leg to the sky. All right, so hips square, inner thighs face each other. Press down through your hands. Reach through your right toes. So either spread your toes, a floint like a Barbie foot, or point your toes. If you want to flex, that's fine with me too. Take one more big inhale here. Now listen, this is crazy. Exhale, come forward to a three-legged plank pose. Just like we did on our hands and our knees, try to create that airplane pose or that smiley face shape here. So lift through your right toes, lift through your heart, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Now bend your right knee, heel towards your butt. Imagine you're trying to touch the top of your head with your right toes. Lift your heart, press down through your hands. Take one more big deep breath. Nice work. Inhale, three-legged dog, so all the way up. This should feel good. Knee to your nose. Exhale, curl in. Stay here as you breathe in. Puff up into your back body. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Low lunge. All right, my friends, let's rise up to Crescent Lunge. Front knee over front ankle. High on the ball of your back foot. And then rise up and settle in. So hips are square, front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward, low abdominals, gently toned, chest lifted. Side body is really long. Breathe. So take a moment to just feel your body in Crescent Lunge today. Sometimes I even like to try closing my eyes, just sensing, feeling from the inside. Let's take one more inhale. As you exhale, airplane lunge. So hinge forward, reach back. We're working with that same shape. Little baby cobra in your heart. Back muscles squeeze around your spine. Keep your right butt cheek hugging in towards midline. So a lot of times my right butt cheek kind of shoots out to the right. Keep squeezing with your inner thighs. Now, root into your right foot. Launch yourself forward, float your back leg up, full airplane, smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your toes. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, heart lifts, point your toes or floint, so energy in your back foot. Take one more deep breath, your fullest expression. We're gonna land at the top of our mat, high mountain. So inhale, both feet to the top of your mat, both arms to the sky, stretch it out. Add a little baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Inhale, arms re-extend, spine realigns. Exhale, slow swan dive takes you down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Now listen here, side plank Vashisthasana, right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, left arm to the sky. Come to your right knee if you want to modify. Otherwise, your right knee is lifted, your hips are lifted. Reach your left arm forward, so like you're trying to stretch your left fingertips past the top edge of your mat. Maybe float your left leg up. As you float your left leg up, lift your hips even higher. Make sure your breath is there. Soften through your face. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, plank pose. Take an inhale at the top to prepare. Exhale, slowly lower down. Baby Cobra to begin. So start with just to strengthen your back body, lifting your chest. Press down through your feet. Press down through your pelvis, so make your pelvis really heavy against the ground. Now, see if you can keep your chest lifted just as high. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. This time, interlace your fingers. So if you need to lower down to get that interlace, that's okay. Roll your shoulders back and down. See if you can use the leverage of your arms to lift you higher. So try to lift your hands up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, and then reach your knuckles back. Breathe down into your belly. Press down through your pelvis, through the tops of your feet, your shoelaces. One more big inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, let it go. All right, take just a moment, rest your head to either side. And if you want to, bring your knees out a little bit wider than your hips. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your shins. Breathe down into your low back. Good job, my friends. Ujjayi breath, tabletop position in your next couple of rounds. Might feel good to sit back in a child's pose for just one quick second and then come into your tabletop. So as you set yourself up on your hands and knees, make sure your fingers are spreading really wide. You're pressing, you're pushing down through your fingertips so your arms are really strong. Take your left leg back and up. And today we're going for that smiley face shape you guys know. So lift your heart, gaze forward. Use the strength in your inner thighs to lift your left toes. Don't let your hip open. I know it's tempting. Keep your hips facing one another. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze as you press down through your hands. Take one more big inhale, reach through your toes. And exhale slowly, elbow to knee, curl in, hollow out. Or excuse me, knee to nose. So used to elbow to knee. Inhale, re-extend, lift back up, open back up. And exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, hollow out, push the ground away. Inhale one more time. Reach back, smiley face shape, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Exhale, round, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend your left leg back and up. Lift your heart. Now bend your left knee, heel towards your butt. Pick up your right hand, reach your right hand back, grab hold of the top of your foot. So if possible, without having to do this thing to get your foot. So I see a lot of people do this, it's not bad, but try today just to get there from here. Once you've got hold, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs, breathe down into your belly. Lift your heart, take 2 more rounds. Foot kicks into hand, hand pulls back into foot. End of your next exhale, let it go, spinal balance. So right arm forward, left leg back. Strong, straight, powerful line. So draw navel to spine, breathe down into your back body. 1 more deep breath. End of your exhale, let it go. All right. Right leg extends out to the right. I'm going to scoot over just a bit since I have the wall right next to me. So right leg out to the right with your toes facing forward. Left arm out to the left all the way up. And you can lift up to right fingertips if that's helpful. Exhale, thread your left arm through. So reach through as far as you can. Come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and super gently on the outside of your head. Any variation you want to take, about 3 or 4 more deep breaths. About 2 more rounds. Exhale all the way to emptiness every single time. If you have your right hand lifted, bring it back to the ground. And then next time you inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it up as high as you can. Exhale, set your left hand down. Now, reach your right arm out to the right all the way up. And then imagine you're palming that big watermelon. Maybe it's just a basketball. It can be whatever you want. So there's weight in your right hand. Start to reach your right hand back like that weight is taking your right hand back. And then turn your heart to look up at the sky. So from your mid and upper back, can you open your heart a little bit more? Take 1 more big deep breath. Open, open. And end of your exhale, let it go. Pick up your right foot and swing your right leg all the way over. So left toes off the right toes off the left side of your mat. Press down through your hands, gaze back over your left shoulder. Breathe down your right side body. Draw your belly button in and up. End of your next exhale. Let's come back to regular tabletop. And then regular down dog. Reconnect to your strong, powerful breath. Next inhale, take your left leg to the sky. So hips square, inner thighs face each other. Press down through your hands. Press up through your left foot. You can flex, point, or floint your toes. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Take 1 more big inhale. Now, as you exhale, rock it forward to a 3-legged plank position. So pressing firmly through your hands, navel to spine. Bend your left knee, lift your heart. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, gaze forward. Now, imagine you're trying to touch the crown of your head with your left toes. Give it everything you've got. I know it's hard. Take 1 more deep breath. Inhale, 3-legged dog. So stretch it out. Take it back up. Now, knee to nose. This should feel good. Curl in. Hollow out. Stay here. Breathe in. And step your left foot forward. Lunge position. Rise to crescent as you're ready. So nice and square through your hips, strong and stable through your legs. Tone your belly. Heart's lifted. So think of inflating, puffing up into your chest. Soft through your face, soft through your jaw. If you want to, close your eyes. Feel this pose from the inside. All right, let's take 1 more big in-breath here. Exhale, airplane lunge. So preparing for our balance. Feel the strength in your back body. Back muscles squeeze around your spine. Notice if your left butt cheek is shooting out to the left. Hug in with your inner thighs. Now press firmly into your front foot. kind of launch forward. So propel yourself forward, float your back leg up. Airplane pose, smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your toes. Back muscles strong. Use your inner thighs, lift your back heel level with your front shoulders, your fullest expression. Take one more round. High mountain at the top of your mat is our destination. So as you're ready, both feet to the top of your mat, arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, little baby back bend, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Inhale, re-extend and realign. And exhale, slow dive, traction out your spine, take it all the way down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, pause here. Side plank, left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, right arm to the sky. Lift your hips as high as you can. And then take your right arm forward so you're stretching your right side. Stay here if you want, or float your right leg up. See if you can lift your hips even higher. Keep breathing. Stay soft through your face. Unclench your jaw. One more great big huge inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Modified plank if you want. Inhale at the top. Exhale, let it go all the way down slowly. Baby Cobra to start. So use your back strength again. Your back muscles will thank me tomorrow. So take a moment, shoulders back and down, pelvis heavy against the ground, shoelaces pressed down, float your hands up, reach your hands back. Stay here, or this time, let's lift our feet up, keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Stay here, or bend your knees, heels towards your butt, reach back, grab hold of the tops of your feet or your ankles, up to you. Once you've got that, kick feet into hands and pull hands back into feet. Hug in with your inner thighs. Lift your upper body, so open through your heart, long through the back of your neck. Active feet, take one more round. Give it everything you've got. Lift, lift, lift. End of your exhale, let it go. Rest your head to either side. And if you would like, bend your knees, windshield wiper your shins. Make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider. Let's all find our way to a child's pose. So in your next couple of breaths, come up through tabletop, sit back into child's pose. It should feel really nice after all that back bending. So knees wide or knees together, forehead rests on your mat. Hips reach back towards your heels and just breathe into your low back. Big spacious breaths. Good, everybody. And then next couple of breaths. So maybe take a couple exhales out your mouth, just couple more restorative grounding breaths, and then we'll meet up in downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath, fire it up. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And then we're going to open up our hips. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out, and then start to reach your right knee up. Stack your right hip on top of left. Keep both hands planted, rooted firmly, both shoulders square and strong. Take one more inhale, active through your right foot, lift your right knee. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog, take it back up. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So get as high as you can on your right arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last one, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Exhale, softly step your right foot forward. Now listen, step your left foot forward, forward fold. Nice and easy. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Root through your feet. Let's take it all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, moving into dancer pose today, my friends. So, right foot is your foundation. Left heel towards your left butt cheek, so bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand. Grab the outer edge of your foot to begin. And if you want to stay here, this can be where you stay. Otherwise, move your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot, the big toe edge. Take your right arm to the sky. Hips square. Try to keep hugging in with your inner thighs face each other. Now, little bend in your standing leg. Hinge at your hips. As you hinge, kick and pull. So kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Hinge forward, kick and pull. Then see if you can add just a little baby back bend, a little baby cobra. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Back muscles strong. 2 more rounds wherever you're at. You guys got it. We're going to meet in standing staff. So ever so slowly, you guys rise back up. Release your left foot, left knee lifts in front of your body. So hug in with your inner thighs, both arms reach, left knee is lifted. Take one more big inhale. If you want to extend your left leg, go for it. Now exhale, slow motion into a low lunge. Fingertips and toes touch at the same time. So left foot all the way back. Now, three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky, stretch it out. Stay here or open your right hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Right toes come down behind you. Reach forward. Heart lifts. Hips lift. Breathe down into your belly. One more great big huge breath. Your fullest expression. End of your exhale. Let's bring it back. Regular down dog. Walk it out. You can stay in down dog for about 2 or 3 more breaths, or bring your knees down, child's pose, 2 or 3 breaths. So slow down your breath, big and spacious, big and expansive, slow and steady. And if you are in child's pose, 1 final round there, and then back to downward facing dog. If you've been hanging in downward facing dog, you want to take a vinyasa, you're welcome to do so. All right, here we go. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Now try not to shift through your right side. Bend your left knee, reach your left knee out. Reach your left knee up, so peel your left hip open, stack it on top of right. Stay rooted through your hands, strong through your shoulders, active through your left foot. 1 more in-breath. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, so your little twist. Use your obliques, so side abdominals. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left to left, as high as you can get on your left arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last one, knee to your nose, so scoop out your belly, then step your left foot through. Step your right foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Now root to rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Okie dokie. Left foot is our base this time. Right heel towards your right butt cheek. Bend your right knee. Take your left arm to the sky and reach your right hand back to grab your right foot. So stay here if you want to. This is your pose. This is where you work. Work with balance and that quad stretch in your right leg. Otherwise, right hand to the inner edge, the big toe edge of your right foot. Little bend in your standing leg. Hinge at your hips. As you hinge, kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Keep your hips as square as possible. And then last little option, see if you can add a baby cobra. Lift your heart. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Keep kicking foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. 1 or 2 more deep breaths. If you fall out, no big deal. That's why we're here. It's just a practice. Standing staff slowly with control. So arms reach, right knee lifts. Hug in with your inner thighs. Find your breath. 1 more inhale. Extend your right leg forward if you want. Slow motion, low lunge. Right toes to the back of your mat. Fingertips and toes touch at the same time. From your low lunge, 3-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Lengthen it out. Now open it up, bend your left knee. Stay here. Nice hip opener, or flip your dog. Our last big back bend. So left arm forward, heart forward, hips lift. Breathe down into your belly. 1 more big full body breath. And then come back, regular down dog, walk it out. So stretch, lengthen, press into the ground with your fingertips as you lift your hips really, really high. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, knees come down gently. Everybody, child's pose, a few breaths. Nice work, everybody. Last couple of rounds. If you want to exhale out your mouth, feel free. And then downward facing dog. Okay, we've made it to our pigeon pose. So from down dog, next inhale, right leg high. And with your exhale, right shin forward, set your body down gently. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. So plug those femur bones into the sockets. Find the structure of the stretch. And then begin your bow forward, humble pigeon. Breathe here, big and spacious. Keep your right toes, those front toes, nice and active, so like you're trying to spread them apart. And then energetically, keep dragging your right hip back and a little tiny bit up. Keep reaching your heart forward, bowing forward. Good job, everybody. About 3 more rounds. Exhale out your mouth at any time. Slowly, let's begin transitioning back to down dog. So you can get there however you want to. I personally am going to lift my upper body, plant my hands, so I'm going to spread my fingers nice and wide, tuck my back toes, and then I'll push down with my hands, lift from my center, from my belly button, take my right leg up, give it a nice little shake out. So however you want to transition, any movement you want to take, and then regular down dog, and just walk it out. If you want to move through a vinyasa, go for it. And my friends, I will just let you move into pigeon on your left side when you're ready. So in your own time, left leg up and left shin forward. Take time, care, awareness to set yourself up on this side as well. So first, find the structure, the strength, what we call the integrity of the pose. Then slowly settle in. Big, deep breaths. So for myself, I'm going to take about 3 more big deep breaths. Whatever feels right for you, whenever you feel pretty much even on both sides, and I'll just let you be the judge of that. And please don't feel rushed. Slowly transition back to one final downward facing dog, and again, just however you would like to get there. So I'll give you guys all just a few breaths to slowly start transitioning back. If you want to stay there longer, that's fine. I can't even see you, so do whatever you want. Once you're back in down dog, just walk it out and stretch it out. If you would like one last vinyasa, take it now. Last big breath in your down dog if you're with me. And then end of your exhale, gently set your knees down. Find your way into a seat first, and then all the way onto your back. So take it all the way down. And once you are on the ground, my friends, full body stretch. So just a big, huge, good morning stretch. Lots and lots of length. Traction out your spine. One more great big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Arms by your sides, feet on the ground with your knees bent. And I guess, sorry, not arms by your sides, tee out your arms. Or if you want, you can goalpost your arms. Now with your knees bent and your feet on the ground, just bring your feet out to the width of your mat. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. So with your feet wide, it'll open up your low back. So breathe down into your low back, breathe down into your hips and your pelvis. Go as slowly or as quickly as you want. Next time your knees fall to the right, you can either leave them there for about 3 breaths, or if you want to adjust and take a different variation of a supine twist, fine with me. So knees over to the right, and just 3 big Buddha belly breaths. And then when you're ready, switch over to the other side, about 3 big breaths. Hi, Ruby. Ruby's coming to join us for the end of practice. She's the sweetest. All right, when you feel even on both sides, come back to center. Happy baby pose. So knees on the outsides of your ribs, soles of your feet face the sky. Grab hold of your feet if you can. If that's too much, ankles, shins, or the backs of your thighs is perfect. And you can rock it out. You can straighten one leg, then the other leg, both at the same time. So anywhere else you want to go to complete your own practice for your own self, take a moment to go there. So last few breaths, whatever your body needs. And then as you slowly settle into your Shavasana, I have just a very simple thought for you. And it just says, ask yourself, is this worry real, or is it my mind just looking for something to grab onto? So if you are someone who typically worries a lot, start asking yourself when these worries come up, when these anxieties or stresses or even just ideas about the future, when they come up, is it real or is it something your mind is creating so that you can figure something out, so that you can know something more with more certainty? So learning to separate ourselves from our mind, I think, is so, so valuable. Learning to listen to that voice in our head, listen to what it says, but know that it's not always right and it's not always true and that it is not who we are. So for these last few moments, you guys, as you lay in your Shavasana, just let your mind do its thing. Let thoughts come and go, and if you do get caught in them for a moment, that's okay. We're human. That's what we do. Let it happen, and then come back. So eventually, with more and more time, practice, consistency, we're able to disconnect or unattach ourselves from those thoughts in our mind, from those stresses and worries and anxieties. So for these last few moments, just be in your body. Your mind can do its thing. Sensations can move through you, emotions even. And you just rest. You're this vast, wide open space that has the capacity to hold it all. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And a big exhale. Let it go. Just bring gentle movement into your body and feel into your physical body, the aliveness that's there. Even those places that feel stiff means you're alive. So Find a sense of gratitude for your body. It supports you every day of your life. Roll to either side, fetal position, curling into yourself for one last moment. And use your arms to guide yourself up into a seat. So eyes closed. Exhale in your breath. One final time. Inhale, reach your arms out, around, and up. And hands to heart center. So just taking in any energy, any effort, anything that came through for you today, bringing it all into your heart, hands to heart. Thank you so much for being here, for letting me guide you.